All right, so for our second game of the slate, we have a 8:10 Eastern Time game. We have the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers are currently leading the season series against the Pirates, sitting at a 10-3 record. So obviously they've been dominating them all season. Right now, DraftKings has the Pirates sitting at plus 185 odds, while the Brewers are favored at minus 225. So the odds aren't that good, but my boy Abhishek will tell you exactly how to play this game. And Abhishek, take it away, my man. Who you got for the second game?
All right, so this is going to be a two-way thing because it's going to be this game or the next game. But obviously, Arun mentioned it, 225. That's way too expensive for a straight play. There's no reason to do that with any baseball game, to be honest, or actually any sport, but especially in baseball. But that's why we're here, trying to scheme something up. But we have Wilson, Bryce Wilson, who was their key acquisition from the Braves over the trade deadline. He is going to be starting for them versus Eric Lauer. The Brewers have just pitching galore. They have the big three: Peralta, Woodruff, Burns, and then they have Lauer and what's the guy's name? Hauser. So who's gonna be pitching tomorrow? But there's a big three, and the other two have been phenomenal as of recent. So today, as Arun mentioned, 10-3 on the season. The Brewers, the last time they played was I think it was like a week ago, and they swept them in Pittsburgh, and they scored 7+ runs each of those games. Right now, the Pirates are at their worst because they traded away a majority of their best players. Their bullpen traded away key pieces there. They traded away their closer. They traded away one of their best setup men, and they really only have Brian Reynolds. So if you can shut him down, you can shut down the lineup. I feel lefty. The Pittsburgh Pirates against lefties, which is what the Brewers are going to put out there tonight. They're 7-19 versus lefties. I like those odds. Brewers are 7-2 in their last 9 games. They've been hot. Their bats have been hot. They've been scoring. Besides one game where they scored 1 run, they've been scoring 6+ runs consistently over the last almost week-plus period. Also, like I mentioned about Eric Lauer, he's been pitching fantastic recently. I don't think I do think the Brewers probably expected this from him. It took him some time to get here. 5 straight quality starts. Quality start meaning no more than 3 runs allowed, and he has been delivering. And the one time Wilson, who is a very young pitcher, he was with the Braves, now he's with the Pirates. The one time he did play against the Brewers, he got knocked around. Like in four innings, he gave up 4 runs. So it's not a big sample, it's one game, but it is something. It is something. It showed that the first time he played against them, he didn't have the number at all, especially because at that time he was a rather unknown player. So that's a benefit for the pitcher because the batters don't know they know what your best pitches are, but they haven't seen it yet. And when they saw it, they hit them, and that's what it was. So once again, 3 pillars. Always discuss this: starter, Brewers, batting, Brewers, bullpen, Brewers. This is Brewers all day. But like we mentioned, minus 225, way too expensive. Run line, maybe, if you want to go that way. I personally just hate the run line because to win by 2 runs, like spreads, I give props to any person that really can bet the spread hard and consistently win off of the spread, because when you bet the spread, you're not just betting the team, you're betting the number with the team. And that is where it gets very, very difficult. So the point of this podcast, the point of me and Arun being here, the point of us in general is to make life easier on everyone else. So
All
we're going to figure our way out to do that. So keep that in mind. But right now, obviously, the
right.
play here is the Brewers. Minus 25 is too expensive. So that way we're going to find a way to make it less expensive and valuable for everyone going forward.